I'm scarred for life by this movie because my mom watched it all the damn time. All the damn time. You know how many times I've had to watch Buddy get smashed by that fucking train? Howdy, everybody. It is episode 95 of Video Rot. We're stoked. We're excited. 95. It shouldn't be a big number. You think we'd be excited about 100, but I'm excited about 95. Mac wanted to come on. He's like, we should celebrate the Mortal Kombat movie for episode 95. And I'm like, I mean, I'll bring it up to Todd. You know me, I'll talk about it all day long. But he kept shouting out these like crazy late, Sunday at like midnight. I'm like, bro, no, we do it at this time. We can't. I want to, but he's only free on the weekends now. And I was like, hey man, maybe we'll like jump on a game stream or something. But I'm happy to do stuff like that. But yeah,
I'll
it
kind
gets
of
really
leave
hard.
that one to you guys. You guys can do the Mortal Kombat one.
Not for Video Rot.
Oh, no.
But that's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, no, we'll just have to stick to game streaming. But anyway, Riverman's trying to act like he's a fucking Mortal Kombat 95. Don't even play. Don't even
Oh,
play.
I know. But it's not the actual 95. It's just skins, right?
We're talking about the movie.
Oh, the movie. Oh, I thought you were talking about what you told me earlier.
This is before those came out.
Okay.
He's been telling me this for weeks.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I can bring it up because I would love to talk about that movie, but we're not going to do it at Sunday at midnight or whatever your schedule is. Anyway, we kind of went off the beaten path because that was going way over his head.
Yeah.
So we got a fun episode for you today. We're going to have our segments as normal. Todd's going to hook us up in that regard. I'm assuming Name That Kino, and I'm assuming Choose Your Destiny. And then, but for the meat of the show, Todd and I have compiled our lists for the best and worst films of 1991.
This was hard too, man. There's so many good ones and there's so many bad ones. So
it's so funny. Whenever you're talking about the 90s, like the years that we grew up, especially, you always think there's more movies than there really was in a given year because the 90s start to blur. I'm like, well, what about this movie? Oh, that was 92. Oh, that was 90. And or like, for example, when I was going over like Van Damme movies in 91, I'm like, oh, there was only one. Like, why does it feel like there was a million? Like, oh, because they were all in 90 or in 92. And it was harder than you might think it's gonna be. But
well, these aren't necessarily the best ones. These are the ones, our favorite ones.
Yeah, 100%. It's the way it's always going to be. Same thing with worst, and we'll get to that when we get to the list. It might not be the way I always view worst is the biggest disappointments or letdowns, because it's pretty bad to get worst. Like, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the worst movies of any given year. There's so much garbage out there. But yes, this is stuff that all pertains to our tastes. So hopefully you enjoy it. Really quick, I wanted to show Todd before we get into the first segment. I haven't talked about like new acquisitions in a while because I haven't gotten much in a while.
Yeah, let's see it, man.
Well, I got a couple things. I picked up that Argento Opera box set.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I was going to actually watch this bad boy and have it completely ready for review, but they kept getting delayed. So it's
that's not the Severin one, is it? Because that looks like it's a overseas one.
I think this is. I don't know. I thought it was. Did I buy the wrong one? This is the one that they sell on all the other websites and stuff.
Because it looks like it has a sticker on it that says 16. So that's a UK one.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out who it's from because, like I said, this is the. I don't know. Now you got me wondering because I thought it was. Because I bought the same one I was seeing that was sold out on the other, like Diabolic and whatnot, and it, the covers it looks the fucking same.
Yeah.
And so you could find it on Severin's website, but like all the other like outlets were sold out, at least for now. So I picked this up on eBay, which is what I thought. The cover's the same. So yeah, you're right. It's and with Severin, I thought Severin was. I mean, I know it's 4K, so it's region free technically, but is Severin the Blu-rays? Are they region free or no?
Yes.
So it's like an umbrella situation. So I was thrown off, and I kept seeing this, but I kept reading that it was, I don't know, man. It doesn't say Severin anywhere on here, but now you got me like wondering and questioning. I have no idea.
Yeah,
And
because
now
I
that
don't
I'm
know if those shipped out yet. I don't know because those just went up for order not too long ago. I think a few weeks maybe.
Todd, so what is it? What did I buy? And I'm
I
looking at the
I
I'm
I
looking
don't
at the
know. Is
back.
this? I'm
I'm
trying
looking
to.
at the back. It is completely in German.
Oh, so you got the German release. Okay,
Everything is in German on the
German
back, dude.
4K. Okay.
Gosh, whose 4K did I buy? It says Restaurante Fassung in the 4K. Well, who did I just give $50 to? Well, that is this. I literally just got this in the mail. I didn't even look at that. Is
Well, look at the bright side. It's fun and educational.
that is really disappointing. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't even know if it's. I don't know who put this out. I'm questioning my whole life now.
What did the listing say on eBay? Did it
I'm
say
gonna pull it up.
Severin?
I'm gonna pull it up. Did I not do enough research? Well, the Severin site said in stock though. That's why I was thrown off. Like I was so confused
Because
with all that.
I don't know if they don't usually put them on Severin titles on boutiques like right away. It takes a while, I think.
Let me see
So
what's
you have to
going
like
on here.
directly order it from them, I believe.
Who put this out? God, did I just do a colossal screw up with this, man? Oh, see original listing. Oh, what have I done?
Let's say not Severin.
No. Let me see. What is Plaion? Plaion?
I have no idea.
Plaion limited edition box set? What have I done? Do you
It's
realize what
probably
you've
some
done?
German release or something. 4K.
God, do I even have like a good transfer at least? Is it like a similar transfer?
I'm sure look good. You can look it up before you open it if you want.
It's eBay. I can't return it if I wanted to. I have to flip it. Which who's gonna buy this when if there's another one out there that's coming? God dang it, guys.
You never know. Hey, maybe you can get it on like Amazon and say that they sent you the German copy accidentally.
This oh no.
What?
They are different. I thought the covers looked very similar, but they're different. Son of a you know what threw me off?
Mm.
Because when you go on the Severin website, it's got the classic cover, which is the exact same.
Oh yeah.
But if you flip it, that's the box set cover. Like, god dang it. I got
Oh,
fucking duped, man. I don't want this piece of shit now. Damn it.
hey, if anybody out there wants to buy it off of Aaron,
$50. That's a disappointment, dude. I'm really disappointed.
yeah, because when you said you got it, I'm like, geez, that came fast.
God, very disappointed.
Because I don't even know if those are going to be shipped out until like July or July, August or September. I don't know.
Gamer guy, as expected, I pre-ordered my copy. Nice. Well, I feel really bummed out. Should I try just an offload this?
Might as well throw it back on there, or you can tell the guy that you accidentally ordered the wrong thing.
Yeah, maybe he'd be cool and let me return it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see what's up. That's a fucking bummer, guys. Well, that was anticlimactic. Another thing I did was
sorry to bust it, man.
no, I'm glad if we didn't figure this out now on the podcast, I would have opened it and figured it out. Like, oh, now it's open. Shit.
Yeah.
So, I would have, would really
you lost $20 when you open it.
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about though is I did splurge a little bit because Mondo had they had a sale where they were selling mystery boxes, right? Mystery vinyl boxes that came with 5 or 6 random vinyl, and you could either pay, I think it was $50 just to buy the mystery box, or if you made $100 in purchases, you get a free mystery box on top of that. So it was a fantastic deal. So I kind of went through and I bought and they were having a sale.
Why didn't you tell me about this? I didn't hear about this.
I don't know. I just didn't think about it. But anyway, no, they had a sale too. So they had a lot of records on sale, like that were pretty cheap. So I just kind of cleaned house on a lot of those cheaper records to meet that $100. And I got my mystery box action. So let me show you what I got here. Some of these were purchases and some of them were in the mystery box. This was a purchase. I
Yeah,
got the Return of the Living Dead. This was cheap. I think I paid $15 for it.
I still need to get that, man, because just like Will was saying that the second one's coming out here soon.
Yeah, so yeah, Return of the Living Dead. This was one of the ones I put in my cart. This wasn't a mystery box, but I got the They Live.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this was on sale too. This was a good price. I didn't everything was pretty reasonably priced. It wasn't like normal online gouging prices. Um, what else? I got this one on the cheap. I hear the movie is shit, but I have to have it because I'm collecting everything John Carpenter. But he did the score for the Firestarter
Oh,
remake.
okay. Okay.
So I bought it just for the Carpenter collection, and this
Yeah.
thing was like $15. It was dirt cheap, if not maybe even a little less. This was definitely cheap, man. This one, these are the sale items I got to hit that threshold. I think I bought this for like $16. Toxic Avenger Parts 2 and 3 soundtrack. I
Nice.
doubt it. I don't even remember what the soundtrack to these movies is, so that tells you how good it is. But for as cheap as it was, it's kind of worth the novelty. And plus, like I said, I had to hit my $100.
Yeah.
Here is the first of my mystery box. This is cool because it's not something I'm familiar with, and it's from Joe Diamato's Bui Omega, and it's a Goblin soundtrack.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
I have a stack of Goblin already, so I was really amazed that I was hoping they would have an attention to detail with these mystery pot boxes because I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna get a bunch of repeats because I have a lot of this Mondo stuff. No,
Yeah.
they must have went through my account because I got nothing duplicated.
Oh, okay.
So, I have a feeling they're doing that for, people that order under their account. This Death Waltz release, Blood on Her Name. I don't know what this is.
Death
Uh,
Walls, they release some pretty good shit, so
yeah, I really don't know what this is, but, I will take it. Who did the music for this? Brooke Blair and Will Blair. I don't know, but
maybe they're related to Linda Blair.
or Gamer Guy Will.
That's that too.
All right, I've got a couple more. All right, so this is also really cool. This was a mystery. This is an Ennio Morricone. It's an Italian. I don't really know. I think it's Italian. It's Japanese, but it says for Mosh Div. It's like the subtitles in Italian, but this is in Japanese. So
Gotcha.
it says here it's Four Flies on Gray Velvet.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go.
Original motion picture soundtrack and
Or
Ennio Morricone.
Argento.
Yeah. So how cool is that? So it's adding to that. And that was a mystery box. This one you might appreciate. Never seen the movie, but the Infinity Pool soundtrack.
That's sweet.
That was in the mystery box. It's you can kind of see the embossed logo there.
I'm curious to see what that looks like, that vinyl. It probably looks pretty sweet.
This one is very cool. Shock.
Huh. Okay, yeah, that's who did that?
The music is by Libra. It just says Libra. So I don't know if that's like a
Is that
goblin,
a
like a band.
giallo? I think it is like a goblin.
All right. And then one more. This is the Evil Dead Nightmare Reimagined soundtrack.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and this one just recently came out. And basically, Joe LaDuca, this is the original guy, and he redid the soundtrack. And there's a reason why he had to redo it. Basically, the original soundtrack, for whatever reason, is not available. There's a
Mm.
reason why the original one isn't out there, but he redid it completely. I haven't listened to this yet. I'm very curious to listen to it. Great packaging.
That Shock is a Mario Bava movie, by the way.
Yeah, no.
That's a ghost movie. I haven't seen that. I need to.
Last thing I got. By the way, all that was film related, so it makes sense, right? I was justifying it, soundtracks. And last thing I got, not film related, but I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Ultimate Visual History. I've been waiting on this thing. I pre-ordered this
That's
like a year
cool.
ago. I pre-ordered like a year ago, and like I said, it's going to go over the comics, the movies, everything, the cartoon, and it's a revised and expanded edition. So they had another version that was out a few years ago, and they've added to it. So they probably added a lot of shitty Michael Bay shit that I don't care about. But just I love stuff like this,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to leafing through that and
I
really
love
kind
that
of.
cover. Let's see that cover. Can you hold that up real quick?
Yeah, it's the comic art and the comic font.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, you can see the weird looking Casey Jones and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's the comic stuff, but this is going to go over everything. Let's see. Special removable items include a complete reprint of the very first TMNT comic book, never before
Hmm.
seen comic book sketches from The Last Ronin's Ben Bishop, and more. A poster of the book cover, cool, specially created by Kevin Eastman, and much more. Yeah, there's some crap in here shoved in here. I can tell there's crap
Oh,
shoved in here.
gotcha.
I didn't know they had a poster, so that'll be pretty cool. It's a good thing I'm already married because I would not be getting laid hanging that up.
One thing I am excited about, I heard the Waxworks going to be repressing Night of the Living Dead vinyl, which I never got before. So I'm excited for that to come out because I love that cover art for that vinyl too. So I got to have all the
When does
Romero.
that drop?
I don't know. I just saw that they were teasing it on Instagram maybe about a month ago. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, rock on. So let's go ahead and let's test my wits. Todd's got to show me up. I hit him hard the last 2 weeks, and let's see what he's got for me with the segments here. Are we
Yep.
doing? Is it Name That Kino?
Name That Kino.
All right.
Yeah. So these are all ones you have seen on Letterboxd.
Good.
I don't know how many times you've seen them, but you
Okay.
have seen them. So
Hey, everybody in the chat, you know how it goes. You got to play it. I would say the winner gets that fucking waste of space I bought, that that Opera 4K, but I'm gonna try and see if I can return it. Sorry. That's a kick in the nuts, dude. Like, god dang it.
all right. Sure.
Yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. You're going down, sucker.
All right, Aaron.
Chat is closed. All right.
Chat is closed. Name that Kino.
Is this Indiana Jones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
No.
Is this, oh, it looks like an illegal gambling rig or something. Is this Showdown Little Tokyo?
No.
Is this
No Gamer Guide. No.
Go ahead and give me another. How many slides do I have?
Let me see. I'll give you 5.
Oh, okay. All right. So go ahead and give me another one. I mean, I've already got a feel for the genre, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this just kind of solidifies the genre. It's not really helping. Is this?
I know. That's why I gave you so many. So
is this? Oh gosh.
no, it's not Gamer Guy.
Why can't I spit it out? William Peterson movie. Why can't I spit it out? Hold on.
No Gamer Guy.
I feel like something's on the tip of my tongue. Let me see here. To Live and Die in LA.
Are you looking at your phone?
No, To Live and Die in LA.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could riff here and guess a bunch of, because it looks 80s to me.
Yeah, no Gamer Guy. You got plenty more if you want another one.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's move this along. God, I know that chick. Ooh. The problem is I've seen a million movies like this. It's like I feel like the settings and all this stuff is so interchangeable. And I don't feel like Will's gonna get it because he's more of a horror guy. I don't think he's gonna get this.
Yeah, the time period is so oversaturated with these movies. So
gosh, it's killing. And it's not To Live and Die in LA, huh?
No.
It's kind of giving me those vibes. Is it it wouldn't be gosh, I don't know. I can't spit it out. I'm like brain freezing, brain fogging all over the place.
That's all right.
So I got 5.
I'll give you a couple more because these are, I mean, I don't know how often you've seen this movie. So
Well, the thing is a lot of these types of flicks, man, it depends on what it is. Like I've seen so many of these junk 80s movies that most of them you can only afford the time to watch once. I go ahead and give me another one. This is tough. Okay, it's this asshole that you see in everything. That guy right there, he's a goon in so much stuff. Hey, notice the guy in the reflection on the right? He looks like Paul Rubens. Does he look
he
like Paul?
does.
He looks like Pee Wee, dude. What's that? He's giving
With a terrible wig on.
he's giving that.
No gamer guy.
Gosh, man, I wish that's the problem with these types of flicks too is because I wish I could just spout off all the movies I've seen with that character actor right there in the middle. He's always playing some kind of goon, and I can't because he's just in so much random shit, right?
Yeah.
Is this? Oh, I felt like I had a guess on the tip of my tongue. I've only got one more, right? This is hard as
but
tits, dude.
the next one might give it away, but it might not. So
Oh, golly. This is brutal. This isn't a certain movie starring Robert Patrick, is it?
no.
Okay, we watched.
No gamer guy. It's not that.
Gosh, man, go ahead and give me the last one. I'll let you know. This is tough, man. You give me 4 slides, and I'm not any closer. Oh my gosh! Like all this is like so. Tip on the is this Blind Fury?
No.
Dude, who is that guy that looks like Charles Grodin riding a Jeep? Dude, this is harder than shit. This is the one that's supposed to give it away.
No, but you're very close, Gushy.
I give up.
You're right there.
I give up. I'm not going to sit here and spout off every. The thing is I can't even think of any 80s movies, even though I've seen a million, because I'm so overwhelmed that this could be almost any. I guess it could be like cusp of the 90s too. Looking at this, looking at that Jeep and stuff, it could be like 90, 91. Just tell me what it is. That sounds like I lost. I don't feel like you had any really easy ones in here. How do you have 5 slots?
Gushy got it.
He got it.
Yeah, he got it.
Cold Blood or Stone Cold.
No, which I watched that last night, and that movie's great, dude.
Fucking awesome. This is not. I know it's not Stone Cold. What is it? Just where's the? Do you have a giveaway slide, or was that your giveaway slide? Is this fucking Raw Deal?
Yeah, Raw Deal.
You know what's so funny? My mom was watching this the other day. I came downstairs to make breakfast, and I'm like, "You're watching Raw Deal?" It's like, "This movie's fucking terrible."
This movie's terrible, man. It's
she's
bad.
like, yeah. You know what? You saw it marked on my letterbox because that one time we watched it together 25 years ago, and it sucked. I mean, it counts, but yeah, I don't. Maybe that's why some of this stuff looks so familiar because I was cooking breakfast the other day, and it was on the main TV, and I was like cooking breakfast, and I was kind of catching it in the corner of my eye, and
it's not a good movie. I don't even remember a lot of it, but it's not.
Dude, for a movie like Raw Deal, you should have gave me something. You did.
I don't feel like 5 slides, dude,
and they were all equally hard.
This is the gambling ring.
I don't fucking remember that. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
This is like one of the main actresses.
Once again, I'm right though, because this really was every generic.
That's Arnold right there.
Looks like Charles Grodin to me.
Well, I think that might be a double or something.
Yeah, I don't think he was allowed to do his own driving. Obviously, he's too small to be Arnold.
I know, dude.
Looks like he's going to take Beethoven to be put down, dude. The vet. You know what's funny is no, but I was kind of on the nose when I said this is some generic 80s movie that I'm not going to remember from one or the other because it's so generic. And that is Raw Deal. Raw Deal is so generically 80s. Yeah. And I know these actors. I see them in so much shit interchange, but I'm not going to know it. So that was tough, man. Whatever, fair play.
Good job, Gushy.
God, that was tough as shit, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another one.
I said these might be a little difficult because it's hard now because we've done so many of these where it's like I'm combing your letterbox trying to figure out stuff we haven't done before. It's hard, man.
That's tough, but you can redo movies too with just different slides.
Okay, I didn't know
that. If you really have to, if you feel like that's what you've come to, it's better than like giving me the worst of the fucking worst.
Okay, well, you'll probably be able to redeem yourself on this next one.
Dude, Raw Deal. Gushy, you say good. I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want to cheat, but Gushy says you knew it. You don't like that movie, do you? It's
I
not
don't.
good.
He first gets Commando, then he gets Raw Deal.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like I could see it, you know. But even when you tell me Raw Deal, I go, but I still don't remember it. Like, okay,
Gamer Guy thought it was Red Heat, so I mean, Gamer Guy got it after Gushy,
so
but
he
yeah,
didn't get it. So he didn't get it.
he didn't get it.
So
So
he didn't
Gushy,
get it.
it's 1-0 Gushy.
All right, fuck you, Gushy.
All right, here's your next one.
All right, I'm back. I'm coming back.
Yeah, you'll get this one.
Okay.
I have faith. Hey, it's not as bad as me last week, man. That was utter embarrassment. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you guys didn't show up last week, I posted the clip on the channel. I did some Nightmare on Elm Street trivia for Todd. Out of 15 questions, he got 1. It was bad.
It was terrible. I was so bad last week. My brain was shot.
Is this K9 starring Jim Belushi?
No.
Turner and Hooch starring Tom Hanks?
No.
I'm gonna go through all the cop movies. Is this Red Heat?
No.
Is this Loaded Weapon 1?
No.
Is this Last Action Hero?
No.
I'm gonna name every cop movie because you just showing me a fucking badge.
Well, this is the hard one. The next ones are easy. So
all right. Well, I wish I could make out what's on the badge. I can't really make it out. I'm not asking you to zoom in, but
no Gamer Guy. It's not that.
All right, go ahead and give me another one. Do I have 5? How many do I have in this?
1, 4.
4.
You'll be able to get it though by 4.
Let me guess one more cop movie before we move on, just to see if I can get a hole in one over here. What's another cop movie? Is it the movie Cop starring James Woods?
No, but I watched that. And that movie's good.
That's a good flick, man. He's a sleazy cop. It's like, this is our hero.
I watched that in the airport when I was coming home from Vegas. Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Wait, when did you go to Vegas?
I went to Vegas last month with my dad.
Oh, you guys went to Vegas?
Yeah, I went to Vegas for 2 days. Because my brother had a guy playing in the poker tournament or whatever, so he had a free room for me for a night.
And was that the holiday, or what holiday was it over?
I don't remember.
Was that 4th of July? Or no, what?
Yeah, I think it was 4th of July.
Oh, I didn't know you were in Vegas. I mean, not that it matters. You were with your family, but yeah, I didn't know you were that close. But all right, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead. What's the next one? But Cop's good. Cop's he's very James Woods in that. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
He's like, this is our good guy. This is our hero. This fucking sleazeball cheating on his wife or whatever, just a dirtball. Crooked. Good. Oh, okay. Let me hang on this one for a minute because it's that jerk from Gremlins 2. It's the guy, from Scrooged.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, man, what else was he in? He wasn't in a Beverly Hills Cop movie, was he? 3?
I don't know. I've
I don't
seen
think so.
Quite a bit. The next 2, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean,
I feel like I want to really get it on this one. He's also that weird scientist in Batman and Robin. What does he say? Like, I'm afraid you've seen too much. I'm afraid you'll have to die. Oh! And he like pushes Uma Thurman, or Thurman is like Uma Thermos. Anyway, oh gosh, man.
Gamer Guy got it.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's not. His age is throwing me off because I know he was in that movie Shazam, but he's too young, a little too young here. He's not Gremlins too young, but he's not super old. He wasn't in Death Sentence, was he? This isn't Death Sentence.
No, it's not Death Sentence. No.
I know it. It's just if I have another slide, I'm just gonna take it because all I care about is the W. I don't really care about how quick I get it. Everything about this scene is just screaming, "You're an idiot, Aaron." Because when I think of this actor, I think of Scrooged. I think of Gremlins 2. I think of Batman the Animated Series, and I think of Batman and Robin. I know he's been in other stuff, but Go ahead. What's the next one? Another fucking character actor. We see a lot. Dude, this is it. This is it, huh? It's over in the next one.
I got you another one.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. This is one of those guys. Big nose. See him in a lot of movies. All right, go ahead. Next. I'm not gonna waste time on this. James Coburn.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. What the fuck is this, man? You damn Billy bastards. You're all Billy the Kid.
I'm surprised you can't tell by the look of the movie. Just
Yeah, it's got that piss-stained Batman Dark Knight look.
Yeah.
Is it Dark Knight?
No.
Is it Batman Begins?
No.
James Coburn was not in those movies. Is it? You said they got it in the chat.
Yeah. Gamer Guy got it. I can give you a hint. It has one of our favorite actors in it.
Great hint. We only like everything.
One of our favorite action stars.
My wife makes fun of me all the time for that, by the way, because I'm like, every time there's something like, oh god, like I love this, like that's my favorite. She's like, you have a lot of favorites, and I'm like, I do actually.
One of our favorite action stars.
Okay, well, I don't think it's Dolph. I can't imagine Dolph in a James Coburn film unless it is Dolph.
No, not Dolph.
I don't think it's an Arnold movie. I don't think Arnold was in a movie with these guys. Is it Eraser?
No.
It's not. That was one of our favorite action stars. I mean, Stallone, blue tint, Jason Statham somewhere. Are you just gonna like nod when I finally get the action star? At least is it? I've listed 4. If it's Steven Seagal, I don't like Steven Seagal.
Not Steven Seagal.
Okay, so it's not Van Damme, right?
No.
It's not Arnold.
No.
It's not Stallone.
No.
It's not Seagal.
No.
It's not Statham.
No.
And you're sure this is one of my fucking favorite action stars?
Yes.
I'm naming them all.
Yes.
What the hell? Who am I missing? Dolph?
No.
Brandon Lee? This is too new for Brandon Lee. Dude, okay, who am I forgetting? No, Schwarzenegger, Stallone. This isn't Jeff Speakman, is it? Because he sucks.
No.
Hold on. I feel like it's a challenge enough for me to guess the action star.
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Arnold. No, you have to stop me if I get it right. All right. Arnold, Stallone, Van Damme, Seagal, Bruce Willis.
No,
because you don't like Bruce Willis that much, and it's not Statham. It's not Jeff Speakman.
No.
Is it Billy Blanks?
No. It's a well-known action star.
I feel like, who am I missing? That is not that. Hold on, I'm gonna get. No, we're not going past this. Well-known action star, and it's none of those fucking giants I just mentioned.
Well, he doesn't only do action, but he has some awesome action movies.
Liam Neeson?
No.
Fucking Bob Odenkirk. I don't know. Now we're getting really crazy. Because all the guys I said before don't just do action either, except for Jason Statham. Well, I guess Seagal too.
He's actually a good actor. He's probably the best actor out of any of those that you said.
Jet Li.
No.
Is he of the foreign persuasion?
No. He's American as apple pie.
Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Is this Payback?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the blue tint. Gosh. Dude, I struggle for that, man. Gosh, that ugly blue tint to this movie.
Yep. Yeah.
I've seen Payback twice, to be fair, at least twice.
It's not great. It's decent. It's solid.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
That took it out of me, guys. That really took it out of me. Will, you got this?
He got it, man.
Gosh.
How did you know, Will? Was it the blue tint that gave it away? Like that's when I see the blue tint of this movie, I'm like, okay, that's got to be Payback or one of these other.
Jeez Louise, man. All right.
So
next one.
So
I'm
1 and 1,
exhausted after
and
that one.
yeah. All right. So final one. You can redeem yourself here.
Okay. One of our you just threw me for a red herring though with the action star thing. I'm like, I
He
don't think
is
he
Lethal Weapon
is.
movies.
He
Yeah.
he is. He is.
I mean, he's the
Yes.
best actor out of any of those people. Um. So
Uh,
this one I haven't seen. So
this I'm starting to rethink these segments. By the way, they do nothing for my ego. I come out of these always feeling bruised,
well,
defeated.
how do you think I felt last week? Nightmare on Elm Street. I should have
Hey,
known.
Rod,
I know.
the first movie, Rod. Okay, all right, just hit me, put me out of my misery, put me out to pasture, take me behind the barn, Grandpa. Let's do this.
All right, name that Kino.
I mean, with pleasure. We'll see. Rock and Roll Revival, starring John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band, Varsity Stadium, University of Toronto, Toronto, Canada, because these are all hints. Okay, Rock and Roll Revival, starring John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band, and obviously takes place, I'm thinking in Toronto. I guess he could be traveling to Toronto. It's obviously Plastic Ono Band. This is in the 70s. And so 70s, Canada. It could be a period. It's not Almost Famous, right?
No, no.
Yeah, I don't think yeah. How many do I have for this one?
Let me see. You have 3 more.
I'm not gonna. I'll just go and give me another one.
Anybody in the chat? No, not yet. All right.
Hey, it's Matt Frewer, aka that's the guy from National Lampoon's Senior
Yep.
Trip. That's Max Headroom, and it's also Job from Lawnmower Man 2. He replaced Jeff Fahey. They thought we would never notice that they changed Jeff Fahey, a very good-looking man from Psycho 3 with a big old head of hair with Max Headroom, and he was bald. They thought
God,
they could get one behind us.
He's been in a lot of stuff, hasn't he?
Matt Frewer, yeah.
Yeah.
He's, by the way, if you guys want to see us suffer, we should do Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace commentary.
I haven't seen the second one.
Oh my the first one sucks too, to be fair.
Yeah. I liked it when I was a kid just because it was shitty.
And I always forget that that's based on a Stephen King short novella. But dude, Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace, I actually challenge us to do that. But you guys got to join us live. So you guys are the only people that could get us through that commentary. But and obviously Matt Frewer was also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's it. That's
the neighbor.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
He's been in so much stuff. And let's see here. So we saw John Lennon, and this is not super young Matt Frewer. This is kind of, a little bit older Matt Frewer. I don't know it yet. I feel like, it's not ringing a bell. Like, as far as I just know Matt Frewer, but the actual project's not ringing a bell when I see his face. It's a rock and turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
He's got veneers. Look at those veneers. I can spot fake
beautiful.
teeth.
I wish I had fake teeth.
Yeah. Wish I had a big fake cock too. Every little bit helps. Next. This is going on.
All right. No, Will.
Okay, I feel like I gotta get this, man. Okay, so John Lennon tickets, so that paints the era. Matt Frewer. It looks like it's really hard to tell with Matt Frewer. It doesn't look like early 90s Matt Frewer, but it's not necessarily 2020 Matt Frewer. It could be, I don't know, it could still be pretty old. It could still be post 2000.
I've never seen this.
Gosh, dude, and this might be one of these flicks I just saw once. It's
very close, gamer guy. Very close.
I wish I could make out the casket, the body in there.
Or you want me to zoom?
I mean, that's not going to help. It's just going to make it more pixelated. And I see up that guy's nose. Yeah, I can't recognize. I'd recognize those boogers anywhere, Todd. Yeah, I don't know. Let me think. So I'm just going to assume the period's right, but it could have been part of a flashback for all I know. But the color grading screams post 90s. It screams
gamer guy got it.
It screams past the year 2000 at least. Is this
Good job, gamer guy.
yeah, whatever. Mind you, you guys could be on your phones or on Google to look at Matt Frewer movies, Turtleneck. You could be, you know what I mean? Like you technically could. You
Yeah, I
guys
didn't
could
think
be
about that. Yeah,
cheating.
I'm sure they could
There is
be.
a
But
little bit of a disadvantage there.
I don't think they'd be cheating though. Why would they cheat?
I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. I
All
wouldn't.
right.
I wouldn't jerk you guys off with Todd's hand.
You want another? You want another one? I got
Do
one
I
more.
do I get another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need another one.
All right.
I feel like it's a book adaptation. All right, great one. She's ready for the
What were you
cum
saying
shot.
about the book adaptation? What were you saying about
It
that?
it seems like a Stephen King book adaptation. It just reeks
Okay.
of that. It reeks of that, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Because it's a
It
period,
does. It
the
does reek of that.
70s. It's got it looks like it's fucking in Maine, like just the dreariness of it all.
Yeah, it does.
Matt Frewer, that just looks like Kathy Lee Gifford. I can't tell what actress that is, but her face looks effed up on Botox. It's not Needful Things because that's older.
No, it's not Needful Things.
Stephen King adaptation is not too old. It's not Dreamcatcher.
No.
Right? It's not. These movies I want to say are they're just too old because this is not that old. This is not Dolores
No.
Claiborne.
No,
This is
it's not
not
that old.
this is not Graveyard Shift. This
No.
is not Sometimes They Come Back. This is not.
No.
I wish I could tell what actress that is because I could tell it's a known actress, but her face is so fucked up and she's squinting like French Stewart. Remember French Stewart? That
She's in
I
a
can't.
hospital bed, so
Yeah, I mean, well, she gets a pass then, I guess, right, Todd? I don't know. I'm out. I'm 0 for 3 here. I don't know.
all right.
What like I just can't think. I cannot think. Oh. Ooh.
This is the easy one, so
Yeah, I know it. I was close with Sometimes They Come Back. What is the other one? What is
Riding
it?
the Bullet.
Riding the fucking Bullet. Yeah. Sometimes They Come Back is also a period piece, and it kind of
I
reminds me.
love that movie. Sometimes They Come Back. I don't know why.
Gosh, you know what? Definitely obscure. I watched this once. I think I watched it I think I watched it during the pandemic.
I never seen it. So.
I don't remember anything about it.
Okay.
So it tells. What did I rate it?
I think
I
3 out of 5. 3
Oh.
2.5, 3 out of 5.
Oh, well, it obviously wasn't super great, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. But fair enough.
I wasn't trying to stump you on these. I was just
that really, I mean, it looked like a Stephen King adaptation. Everything about it kind of did. And I was kind of right. It kind of looks like it's circa what, 2000? Is it still 90s?
No, it's early 2000s.
Or it looks early 2000s. It looks early because we didn't have this sort of look and this sort of color grading in the 90s. Yeah, that's a bummer. I will still
2004 is when it came out.
That's exactly where I would have placed it.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I'm not saying it wasn't unfair this time, but this was a hard one. I felt like this is a very hard one. Because I think every single movie I've seen, like, you know, I didn't have anything super recognizable, but it was totally fair. I'm not complaining.
That's all right. I mean, I had a bad week last week. You had a bad week this week.
That you had a worse week. Let's be
I
frank
agree.
about that.
I agree.
Nightmare on Elm Street trivia questions. You couldn't.
I agree.
You couldn't tell Freddy's fat roll in his neck. You couldn't tell that was Freddy versus Jason, or you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
This is amateur hour stuff, man. I'm sorry I didn't know Riding the Bullet right off the that David Arquette jam everybody loves so much.
Hey, you didn't know Raw Deal? You didn't know
Raw Deal, like I said, fair game. Like I said, and you know what? Like I said,
Payback.
Payback is the one I think that I would have been close because I've seen it twice. So I'm like, you know what? And yeah, you're right. The blue tint on it was driving me crazy. I'm like, but yeah, Payback. So, but I'm saying it was still a hard round. That was a tough round. So, but I'm not saying it was unfair. I'm just saying it was very difficult. That was like, you know, great, great, great A stuff. All right. Anyway, guys, are you guys ready to change it up a little bit? No longer am I going to be tested. I don't have to think and hurt my brain and rack myself over not knowing an answer. Why do that when we can come to you with predetermined answers on what we think are the best and the worst movies of 1991? So let me pull up my screen and we are going to get medieval on 1991.
So how are we going to do this? Are we going best, worst, best, worst? Are we all doing
No, we're gonna
best,
do
and then
we're gonna do
the worst?
yeah, we're gonna do best and then we're gonna do worst, 100%. So
Now let's do worst first.
why?
Why not? You want to keep people in suspense of the best movies we think of
All right, hey,
1991
you
are?
guys want us to do the best or the worst first? Doesn't matter to me.
I think we should start with the worst. That's
All
just me.
right, so
I don't
let's do
know.
the worst. I don't really think it matters, but okay. All right.
Because people want to know what our number one best film of
Okay.
1991 is.
All right. Okay, so it's kind of like a weird top. Okay, like you're putting all the lists together.
Yeah.
It's almost like 20 films, but it's not really going from like 20 to 1 because we're compiling bad movies to good movies. So it's almost like compiling number 100 to 80 and then going straight to like whatever. Regardless.
I have mine numbered, so
Oh, mine too. So,
okay.
so I am going to be delegating everything. I'll be asking you and then I'll keep track on the scoreboard here. All right, everybody. So it is time for Riverman and myself, our top 10 worst films of 1991. Riverman and I, my favorite decade in film, if you really put me up against a wall, is the 70s. I like 80s, I like 60s, but Todd and I are children of the 90s. So it just seems very attractive to start with this decade. But I'm sure we're going to explore more. But I'm going to give Todd the honors of going first on giving us his number 10 spot of the worst film of 1991.
Okay, so my number 10, this movie came out in 1991, and this is a sequel to a horror film that I actually really liked. This I'm not a fan of this movie. It's just a shitty movie. Some people might find it kind of endearing, but I thought it was pretty shitty, and that is 976 Evil 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never saw the sequel. So what is it about it that's not so good?
It's just
Is
low
this the
budget.
is this
It's just
is this
low
the one that
budget and
was
shitty.
directed by Robert Englund? Am I getting that mixed up with something else?
No. Robert Englund directed something else, but this is basically like it's kind of like a Cinemax horror movie. It's just like a shitty shot on cable type of movie, horror film, and it didn't do it for me because I mean it didn't have any of the original cast or whatever from the first one, and it was just I don't know, I couldn't get into it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, that thing's been on my list forever and I still never seen it. But all right, solid enough. I'm going to be honest with you, as far as ranking the bad films, that was tough, man. It's not like the best. Ranking the bad films is rough because I don't grade stuff. It's hard to find the absolute just trash, man, because I was saying earlier, I have to grade it more on how much I was disappointed. So at a point, it kind of becomes about that. So my first film I'm gonna pick, which almost seems sacrilegious, but Evil Tunes. Now, I want to be fair here. Evil Tunes is kind of a special movie to me in a weird, screwed up way.
It's not good, but
It's not.
I love it, but it's
It's
not good.
not good. I think Todd kind of fucked up the rotation because I wanted to do best first and I was going to kind of preface some of this better. So now it's like a little off. But let's just say Evil Tunes had everything a young adolescent could have wanted for a movie you stumble across on Cinemax in the 90s with the squiggle vision. It's like you had the big breasted girls, you had Dick Mill, you had who else did you have? Oh, you had Carradine, That guy, you had a bootleg Necronomicon. You had cartoons mixed with live action, which I loved. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was my favorite movie as a kid. Love it. Still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And your gauge for quality is a little off when you're a kid, because I remember watching Cool World thinking, oh man, this looks just the same. The movie's terrible, but it looks as good. And you watch Evil Toons and I'm like, oh man, yeah, it's that same magical effect Zemeckis pulled off. And no, you watch Evil Toons, I'm like, this looks like trash. This is not the same accomplishment as what they pulled off in Roger Rabbit. But I'm gonna give it to Evil Toons because if I'm taking the rose tinted glasses off, it's not a good movie. I don't think it was trying to be a good movie, to be totally fair. When you have a cartoon wolf that says nice tits, I mean, it's not really taking itself seriously. But like I said, I own it. I own the movie. There's something about it. But I went ahead and I let it edge the list, if I'm being totally fair.
It's not bad.
Gamer guy, let's see. No, exactly. More like Evil Toon, because there's only one Evil Toon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bait and switch, but it also shows their budgets. But again, if I would have saw this as an adult, I'd be like, what is this trash?
Yeah.
But I saw it as a kid, and I'm like, I wasn't even acknowledging that there was only one tune and not plural tunes, because there was plenty of plural tits, to be honest with you. And I was pretty distracted. And you have David Carradine just kind of wandering around. You could tell he shot all of his scenes in like an afternoon.
Probably.
and I think I saw this before I saw Evil Dead. So I thought the Necronomicon, that was the first, what's that? But it literally is the Necronomicon. It's called the Necronomicon, and it looks like the Book of the Dead. It's like they stole the prop.
It's an Evil Dead ripoff.
Yeah, the book released Evil Toons instead of Deadites. That possess people, but they don't create Deadites. They just possess big-titted women, and they still look big-titted and sexy after. But yeah, anyway, gosh. All right, so Todd, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is one I saw when I was a kid in the theaters, and I didn't even like it as a kid. You like everything as a kid, and I didn't like Bingo. So Bingo is my number 9.
Yeah, Bingo. So
with Robert Steinmiller, and I mean,
the
he's
dog.
been in, what's that?
The dog movie.
Yeah. The main kid he's also been in some other films like Rudy and The Ref and Jack the Bear, which I like, but Bingo I thought was shit when I was a kid. So
yeah, so Bingo, we had that on VHS. It's just not, it just wasn't even on my radar. Believe me, I scoured through all movies that came out this year to compile these lists, and I saw Bingo on there, and I'm like, yeah, we owned Bingo. I don't think it never registered as like an anything movie to me. I'm like, you know what? This is not good. It's not terrible. It's just kind of forgettable. The most memorable thing about Bingo is the tagline on the box. He's like a canine Macaulay Culkin, and he had sunglasses, because everybody's trying to cash in on that 90s and the Home Alone and ninjas and the whole deal. And I'm like, all right, I guess he's like a canine Macaulay Culkin. You watch the movie, I'm like, this is nothing like a canine Macaulay Culkin. So really, really lame. Yeah, Bingo. Anybody see Bingo back in the day? Yeah, dude, Ishmael, good call. You're right. Evil Toons and Jason Go to Hell, they both have the Necronomicon. It's weird. And wasn't there speculation that there was like a crossover, right? Because of that, like, oh, they take place in the same year, or Jason's a Deadite. Wasn't that like one of those online conspiracies going around that people tried to weave, that Jason was actually a Deadite, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's not a crossover. Maybe that's the angle they would have went had they made Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, like was kind of proposed. And that kind of been cool. That kind of, because I don't take those movies seriously anyway, because it's just like a comic book. It's like an offshoot. It's like a one-off. I don't really feel like Freddy vs. Jason's canon. So I would have had fun with that. I still kind of lament that we didn't get at Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash, because I think it would have been cool personally.
I don't know.
Maybe
a one-time watch. I'd be excited to watch it, but
I'd still watch it. How many times have you watched Freddy vs. Jason?
A couple times. I hate it.
You absolutely hate it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any redeeming value for you?
No.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of crazy to me.
It's a coaster to me. I could sip my soda on it.
Hold on, I'm having a mouse malfunction here.
Yeah, we're running kind of slow. There we go.
Yeah, I'm having a mouse malfunction here. Hold on. I can't fucking see my cursor. I feel like the evil tunes have possessed my computer. What the hell is going on? So I'm saying Todd's like, oh, this is the greatest mouse ever. And it's like it does nothing but fuck with me all the time, guys.
See, mine's fine,
I'm
but my
glad.
internet's shitty.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with this fucking shit, man. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Like I can see what it's hovering, but I can't see the cursor. And it's making
Is your
me
battery dead?
no, it's not dead. Whatever. It's like invisible. It's kind of fucked up. Which is great because I cannot see shit on the board. Okay, now it's back. Go figure, guys. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and keep my shit together. You guys all just showed up so I can lose my temper and lose my fucking shit. All right, so these worst movies, man. Like I said, at a point, it's really hard to tell which one's worse. I'm guilty of maybe kind of blurring the line a little bit here. But number 9, I'm gonna go with the film that Todd at least used to love. I don't know if he really likes it now, but Cool as Ice, starring Vanilla Ice. Todd used to talk about this movie in high school.
Yep.
Ditch the Zero, Get with the Hero. It has Michael
Yep.
Gross. And the movie itself is gross. It's just boring. Like this movie is and it's a movie I want to love because like, oh, this just screams. It's like like an Encino Man. Pauly Shore was a flash in the pan
It's a
star.
house guest. It's CT3 or whatever his name is.
Yeah, CT3. Oh,
ST3
CT3. CT3 was trying to be Vanilla Ice,
or
legit.
ST3.
ST3, STD, whatever. Who cares? It's part of the joke. But
Yeah.
I just this movie is so boring. I think it's not good, and I'm not trying to say everybody thought it was good, but I'm kind of going off the basis that Riverman liked it.
I
And
liked a lot of shit back in the day.
do you still like it now?
Hell no, I ain't watching that shit.
Anybody ever watch Cool as Ice?
I did like it back in the day though.
And it wasn't just like it had a budget up for the day. It had a normal budget. It was a theatrical movie. Vanilla Ice, he really wrung out his 15 minutes. He even got a film, man. And it had the production quality of like an Encino Man that also starred like Pauly Shore, who was a flash. But the movie just sucks. This is not Encino Man. It reeks of 90s. I guess that has that going for it. But I think the chick is pretty hot in it, if I remember right. Who was the chick in that? Wasn't she like a
I
famous
can't
actress?
remember. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that movie sucks though.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't hold up.
As if it ever did. Okay, but Todd, number 8. It's like, man, this used to be so great.
My number 8 is from a director that some people consider one of the best directors. I love a lot of his movies, but I thought this one was shit, and that's Curly Sue.
Oh yeah. To me,
I couldn't stand it.
Curly Sue is just one of those whatever movies. It's just
I couldn't stand. I'm not a Jim Belushi guy.
yeah, he sucks. He's a hack.
And what's the girl's name? Is that Kelly Lynch? Is that who the little girl? I never.
No, Kelly Lynch is an adult.
The
little
Allison
girl
Porter.
Whatever the little curly Sue girl.
I watched it as a kid. I didn't like it at all. I remember renting it. You see all that everywhere at the video store rental place.
Yeah, it was a popular movie. Like Curly Sue. Yeah, Jim Belushi's a bit of a hack. He only got on SNL because of his brother. His brother took him everywhere. I feel like
for a John Hughes movie, I mean, that was a complete disappointment.
Yeah, I mean it's no Home Alone 3. But yeah, Curly Sue. I don't think it's just Todd's list is probably going to be. It's good because we're probably not going to have too.
These are the ones that I think.
Yeah. We're not going to have a whole lot of overlap. It sounds like because Todd's kind of grading it probably like I would because is Curly Sue really like a bad problem? No, there's a lot of shit out there, but it's what Todd's seen and he remembers being boring, wasted a movie ticket on it, wasted a rental. It stings him for whatever reason. Yeah. Curly Sue, I never found offensive. But I didn't watch it as like a little kid or anything. I watched it later. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I think I literally watched it at a gym one time, front to back. It's just whatever. But yeah, Curly Sue, fair enough. I could see how some kids might actually have grown up with that and really liked it. Okay, well, I'm gonna Mm, yeah, I'm going there. Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College.
Oh, I like
I'm
that
just
one.
I'm just gonna do Ghoulies. No, but you know what? It's good for a Ghoulies movie, but it's not good. Like, I think the Ghoulies believe me, I would rather it would have been Ghoulies 1 or 2 that came out this year, but I had to go with Ghoulies 3. Ghoulies Go to College is the best of the Ghoulies movies, but, I hate Ghoulies. I think Ghoulies sucks. They're Gremlin knockoffs, and they're just not good. I mean, I think I'd rather have dental work than watch that first movie, right? Talk about a bait and switch. You want to bring up Evil Tunes again? Ghoulies is called Ghoulies and it has no ghoulies, right?
Uh,
It's all about that one witch dude or whatever, and like the ghoulies like show up at the end, and I don't know, but I don't like ghoulies. I think this is a total Mac movie. So
I
total. You give Puppet Master to Mac, you give Ghoulies to Mac. Believe me, there's some Puppet Master movies that came out this year too. I think 3 did. Um, but you know what? I'm gonna be fair because I was just always partial to, I don't like Puppet Master, but I don't necessarily have anything against Puppet Master. Ghoulies, I just think sucks. I
it's
don't
not
know.
great,
Yeah,
but Ghoulies 3 is fun, I thought.
like I said, we're grading on a scale, is what I'm saying at this point. But
Yeah.
yeah, any Ghoulies fans in the chat? Who likes Ghoulies? Does anybody like Ghoulies? You know what the best thing about Ghoulies is? The VHS we'd see at the rental store with the Ghoulies coming out of the toilet. That was
Yeah.
rad. And it's like, oh, I
Mhm.
gotta see that. I gotta see that. And then you have that same like I gotta see that premise, just like you did with Munchie. And then you actually rent Munchie and you take Munchie home, and Munchie fucking sucks. And you're like, who in the world would love Munchie and Ghoulies? And you give it about 25 years and you find out
Uh,
there's
I
guys
don't
named
hate
Mac and Zach.
Munchie. I don't hate Munchie as
Oh,
much as you.
okay. You like that Dom DeLuise? Gushido likes ghoulies too, huh? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not a ghoulie guy. I can't fuck with it. I would never pay money to own ghoulies. All right, so Todd, what do you got that's worse than ghoulies?
I actually got one that's worse than Ghoulies. And that is Freddy's Dead.
All right, that was on my list too. Much fucking higher.
Freddy's Dead. The best part in the film, the only good part in the film, is when you see Robert Englund without makeup on.
I'm gonna do Freddy's D.
Yeah.
Let's cut
So
it off. Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
when as a kid, I enjoyed some parts of it, but it's shit, dude.
it's not a good movie. And the only redeeming quality about it is it's the only Freddy movie that's very 90s. It's the era, even to the soundtrack. You got Goo Goo Dolls, very alternative rock. People are rocking the flannel. It's even got like that early 90s Pete and Pete look, like just the color grading. It's just everything
Yeah.
looks so 90s. I guess that's kind of neat, but what they did with the lore is stupid. Springwood, all the kids are gone. The parents are all fucking cuckoo and crazy, and Roseanne's in there. It's really odd. They're fucking with the lore with Freddy and giving him the wife and the daughter. It's like where are these fucking people? I thought before. I don't know. I just think it's a garbage movie, and it's super anticlimactic the way Freddy dies in this, and you know, uh, Freddy's dead. Cut to black. It's just you got those stupid CGI demons that give him his power. Like I don't want to know how Freddy got his power. I guess the Alice Cooper cameo is kind of fun, but I don't want to know any of that. Oh, great. Freddy got beat and he had the power of the demons and he overcame that. And uh, I don't know. It's terrible. Todd's not going to add anything to it.
It's
It's your
no, it's
choice.
no, like I was saying, there's some redeeming qualities to it. Like there's some parts that I actually
Yeah, the,
like the
the dank
plane
ass
scenes,
dank
like,
ass Wizard of Oz
but
throwbacks.
yeah,
No, these are cringe. All of it is.
it's cringe. When I was a kid, it wasn't as bad, but it's so bad now.
It was feeding off the brains of adolescents by
Yeah,
throwing a million like pop culture references at us. Like, oh, he did the Power Glove reference.
yeah,
Oh, playing with power, all that great stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I know that, right? Oh, your little soul
It was
too.
marketed
That's
to kids, even though it was rated R, which was
it's
surprising.
like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
There's one thing I'll say I do like about it, actually. I really, really like the shot when John Doe is falling out of the plane,
I do too,
right?
man. I love
And
that. Yeah.
and you see Freddy circling at the top of the parachute, which is really creepy. And that whole interaction, you think I'm your daddy? Wrong. And he's like cutting the chute and the string. Okay, all that stuff is very entertaining. But I love when he starts falling, and then it cuts to that wide shot of Freddy pushing with his back, the bed of nails,
Yeah.
like setting it up, and he kind of looks at the camera. I feel like that's a reference to a commercial, by the way, from back in the day. I feel like it's a reference to some commercial, whether it be like a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi. I don't know what it is, but I think that shot is so cool. There's something about that shot that looks really
I always
neat.
thought it was like Mortal Kombat-esque.
This predates that, really, you know.
I know it does, but when I was a kid, like not
But that
thinking
but that
that.
actual shot of like as he's falling and then Freddy's at the ground and he's like pushing it with his back, oh, that bed of nails, and then he exhausts himself when he looks at the camera and exhales, and it just stays on that wide shot. I feel like it's spoofing some commercial because this whole damn movie is spoofing stuff from the 90s.
It's Looney Tunes.
But there's something about that shot I really, really like. If I'm gonna be nice about it. All right, so my number 7, that is on my list too. Spoiler alert, we'll get to it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could say it early, but because we already talked about it, but I'm not. All right, so I am gonna go. This is a movie, man. I don't know. I just think this movie sucks. I don't think it's very good. I think it has its fans. Todd, what do you think about Dolly Dearest?
Actually, I enjoy Dolly Dearest. It wouldn't be in my favorites. It wouldn't be in my worst.
It's
It's a mid.
it's got a cringe looking doll. I guess the doll's
I
kind
think
of
the
scary.
doll's kind of creepy, man.
It is creepy.
I
Actually,
think
but
it's creepier looking than Chucky.
In a way, yeah, because Chucky becomes almost parody after a while when you see him so many times. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something so ugly and bootleg about Dolly Dearest that's creepy. But not a fan of Dolly Dearest, man. I remember seeing this. I didn't see this when I was a kid. I saw it a bit later. I was hungry for some killer doll movies because I feel like it's a genre that hasn't been exploited quite enough.
Mhm.
I feel like we could do more with it. And
Oh, Megan's exploiting it. I mean, I thought Megan was good.
yeah, Megan was fun. Megan was fun. Dolly Dearest, though, was more of a disappointment. I just felt like it was boring. And I'm like, it was boring. I mean, like, can you say that really held you the whole film?
It helped me. Like I enjoy watching it. Like I don't love it. I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10.
Really? Any
Yeah.
Dolly Dearest fans in there? How does it rank in your like killer doll movies? I mean,
It's,
not
mid upper mid, let's just say.
uh, keyword mid.
I'm not a huge killer doll movie fan, honestly.
Yeah. Do you like Trilogy of Terror?
I don't know if I remember Trilogy of Terror.
I remember my mom, as when I was a kid, my mom would always tell me, "Oh, the scariest movie of all time is Trilogy of Terror." And I remember being a little kid, like, what? Like thinking it was so taboo because she would talk about how it scared the shit out of her.
Mhm.
And I'm like, whoa, this
Wasn't
must be
Karen
some
Black in that?
this Karen Black. Was
Trilogy
Karen
of
Black in that?
Terror?
I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, so it always had this esteem about it because she had built it up so much. And I finally watched it. I'm like,
Oh, that's the killer.
the
Yeah,
little
I know
it's
you're
got that
talking about.
kabuki doll, the little kabuki doll in one. It's an anthology, right? It's got 3 stories.
Yeah, it's the doll.
One
Okay,
of the only one I remember is the kabuki doll. I don't remember any of the other ones, but I watched it and she would always tell me about that damn doll.
yeah,
And
Karen Black's in it. Yeah.
okay. Anyway, I watched it and I'm like, this is like a TV movie. And I think it was like a TV movie. Like, this is not terrible. So my mom was sitting there relaying past traumas of a movie she saw when she was probably 4. And I'm like, God dang it. And then I watched it a little bit later in life and I'm like, this is terrible, guys. And they have a Trilogy of Terror too. Why I would have put Trilogy of Terror on here if it was out that year. But yeah, all right. So Dolly Dearest for me. Todd, what is your number 6 worst movie of
My
1991?
my number 6 is movie. So the first one came out, I think, 88, and then this is the sequel. These movies are freaking disgusting, but I've seen them. And that's Necromantic 2.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's freaking it's what you think it is, and it's graphic and it's gross, and I don't understand why people actually like these movies, but To each their own.
It's not my type of thing, so I've never bothered to watch it. It's not my type of flick.
The premise, if anybody's curious, a female nurse desperately tries to hide her feelings of necrophilia from her new boyfriend, but still has pieces of the corpse of the first movie's hero in her possession. So she basically saved pieces of a corpse. It's gross, dude. It's a nasty movie. So it's popular though. There's a lot of people like those movies.
Yeah, never seen him. For my number 6 movie, this is a movie I wish I'd never seen. You guys might say maybe I'm being a little unfair with this one because this actually probably falls under the category of it's actually not as bad as you think it's going to be because you just really aim low. But Silent Night, Deadly Night, Toymaker, the Toymaker.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
I mean, okay, what is your thoughts on Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, the Toymaker?
I thought it was shitty.
It's bad. It's real bad. But like I said, there's moments in it where you're almost shot. Like, you know what? I find myself justifying it a little bit at the end, like, well, you know what? Actually, it's holding its hand a little bit, like coddling it. Like, it actually is a story that makes sense. Like, there's actually a story here. But that doesn't really forgive it. But yeah, the night Silent Night, Deadly Night 5 is bad. As most of those movies are. And to be fair though, I don't think it's the worst one. I actually don't know if it's the worst movie
I
in the
see.
series.
I don't know. I don't even know if I've seen any later ones than that. Isn't there more?
Oh, I think it's just 1 through 5.
Oh, okay.
Is there one? I don't think there's one past 5. You
Maybe I was
you
thinking it
you
was.
you think 3 and 4 are better than 5?
I don't even remember 4. So
Yeah. So it's not good. I mean, never. I have a motto, and that's never trust anything with Mickey Rooney. I live by that. I die by that. Todd, what's your number 5?
So this one was very popular, 1991, and this director is, God, he makes brilliant films and then he makes shitty films. Like some of them I love, some of them I hate. This is one I hate, and that's JFK.
Oh yeah. What's his face? Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. Yeah, he is so overrated. People think everything he makes is great, which I don't.
Yeah, and
But JFK was so damn boring,
he
and I couldn't
had
stand it when I was younger.
he had almost like an aura about him in the media, kind of like Tarantino at a point when he came out with like Natural Born Killers, and probably
Yeah.
during this era where he had like the most, I'm going to say it again, esteem.
Oh yeah,
And
Platoon. Born on the 4th of July is horrible too.
I'm not a big fan of Born on the 4th of July. Platoon's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Where he's got more misses than hits. What are the good Oliver Stone flicks? Platoon.
Any
Um,
Given Sunday is good.
I don't even think
Wall Street's amazing. I love Wall Street.
Wall Street's. I think it's good. I don't think it's amazing.
I
It's good.
love it.
I like Wall Street. Yeah, I mean,
I
he did
never
that.
saw Snowden.
Did you ever see W? Is
No,
George?
I don't care about that.
Yeah, he's got a couple of good flicks, man. I
World
think
Trade Center. I know who
oh,
wants to watch that.
no, yeah, no, it stops with Platoon with me basically,
Oh.
but Platoon's fantastic. So for me, I am gonna go. I've got one that I'm tempted to take off and trade for another one because I'm on the fence. I'm going to hold on to it for a second here. I'm going to go with. I mentioned it earlier. The Perfect Weapon. I have to abbreviate this, man, because
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
make this. I didn't make the font small enough. Yeah, The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman.
Yeah.
It's not like this movie's the
not
worst.
terrible.
It's not the worst thing you've ever seen. It's just they were trying to force Jeff Speakman down our fucking throats for a couple of years there, trying to make him into the next Van Damme. And the guy sucks. He's got no charisma. He literally looks like an extra. He looks like at best he would be playing some goon, right? He's got no presence. Van Damme's got presence. He's got charisma. Arnold has presence. He's got charisma. Jeff Speakman, I close my eyes right now and I can't picture what Jeff Speakman looks like. Even though I've seen multiple Jeff Speakman movies, I can't picture his face. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. I couldn't give his description to a police sketch artist. He would come out looking like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
And this movie's boring. Like I said, is it the worst movie? Probably not, but it's boring. And, as an action guy, I always looking for new stuff to watch in action. And you finally get around to watching The Perfect Weapon because you hear it thrown around in the action circles. And I'm like, this dog shit wasting my time. This is what people talk about, The Perfect Weapon. So I think The Perfect Weapon is dog shit. Wouldn't wipe my ass with it, frankly.
It's
Uh,
mid to me.
can you remember anything about it?
No.
Can you remember what Jeff Speakman looks like? Really?
Yes.
You could give a good description to a cop.
He looks like every other guy.
If he stole your wallet, he
No.
stole my wallet. You couldn't. He's got no charisma, man. So I think he sucks. But Jeff Speakman, rot in hell. Anyway, Todd, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is starring a actor that I really like. I think he's
Corey Haim,
great.
Fast Getaway.
No.
I'm just kidding.
This actually has a few actors that I like in it. And at the time I thought I would really like this movie, but I tried to rewatch it not too long ago and it was just painfully bad. Ed O'Neill stars in it.
Oh,
Ethan
I love
Embry's in it.
Dutch is good. Dutch is a fine movie.
Dutch is shit. So
No,
Dutch is my number 4.
Dutch is not like a great movie, but it's not a bad movie.
That was a pandemic movie I rewatched, and it was bad, dude.
But what's wrong with it? It's a pretty classic formula, road trip, two people that despise each other and they learn to get along.
I
and befriend
can't
each other.
stand Ethan Embry in it, man.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be kind of a punk. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's the same formula as Over the Top, right? Where, hey, get to know your dad, or in this case, it's like a stepdad, right? It's like they're going to Thanksgiving dinner and whatever. Like, hey, why don't you drive him and you can bond? It's like Over the Top, where his son's a little piece of shit entitled brat, right? And sort of they kind of learn to meet in the middle and become friends. I don't think Dutch is bad. I think
I thought it'd be fun if Macaulay Culkin was in it, but I can't stand Ethan Embry. I liked him in Vegas Vacation, and that was about it.
I remember they even like clown Dutch on Married with Children. Remember that? There was a scene where Al Bundy went to the rental store and it had like a cardboard cutout of like him, and it had like this eyes taped to it. It said "Free Movies Dutch," like they were giving them out. Well, it was weird because that came out at the height of while he was on Married with Children, and he was playing a straight character, totally straight man.
Yeah.
He wasn't Bundy. He wasn't
That's
funny.
probably why I didn't like it.
And it was a little different, but I don't hate Dutch. I think I have to kind of disagree there, but I think Dutch is fine. I saw Dutch. I'm like, this is not a bad movie. I've seen it like a handful of times. It's a Comedy Central movie that they would throw on TV, kind of like Airheads. Maybe not as much as Airheads, but yeah, I think it's a total.
Airhead's a Citizen Kane compared to this crap movie.
I'm not saying it's not, but like,
Dutch.
but Dutch is totally watchable.
Dutch shit.
All right, so for me, whew, God, you know what? I keep putting it off because I'm tempted to take it off, but if I put it off, it's going to appear like it's the worst of the worst, and it's not. And it's so funny because Todd name dropped this movie earlier. And I'm really regretting my font size. I need to rethink this later because I can't fit the whole title, but sometimes they come back. Was off my list.
Really? You don't like that
Yeah,
movie?
I don't love it. I watched it and I'm like, this is another bad, boring. I mean, it's not the dark half bad.
I love those greaser movies, man.
They are cool. I think it was just it's just boring, man. Like I had higher expectations for it because I love
for TV movie.
I love the subject matter. Yeah, I like the period. I like the idea of like the dead greasers and stuff like that. It was a letdown because I wanted to like it. So that actually made and I feel bad that it doesn't deserve to be at number 4. It honestly deserved to be like an honorable mention, but I kept pushing it off. I'm like, it has to go somewhere at this point. But it's not that bad, but it was a disappointment. So that one's a little bit off of the actual ranking. It shouldn't be at number 4, but I'll never watch it again. Todd, what do you got at number 3?
Number 3 is starring one of people love him. Everybody thinks he's so funny, which he is funny. Steve Martin is funny. And but this movie is not funny. It's Father of the Bride.
Yeah,
it's shitty.
Well, I I'm just gonna put Father Bride. Can't even do that. You know, it. I think this is
It's painful to watch this. It's like Cheaper by the Dozen. It's like I'd rather put a
yeah.
bullet in my head than watch this stupid movie.
This is one of these movies that I could watch with my grandmother. And it's a movie that would be on at that. I remember that we used to rent part 2 and 1. I remember when 2
Used to
came
be on
out.
all the time, man, growing
Yeah,
up.
and it just I think as far as the type of movie it is, or it's kind of a family movie, it's kind of a sappy comedy. It's not it's a grandma family movie. I think for what it's worth, I think it's harmless for what it's supposed to be, you
It
know.
just makes me angry watching that movie.
As far as comedies you can watch with like the whole family and your grandparents, it's not Grumpy Old Men, which is much
Well, that's
funnier.
hysterical. I love
I love
Grumpy Old
Grumpy Old Men.
Men. Yeah.
Uh, but I don't know. Yeah, Father of the Bride's not my type of movie that I would choose to watch it, but I don't I've seen it once or twice. I've seen the second one once. I don't get overly offended at it, But I can understand why you wouldn't want
Well,
to
I
watch
do.
it. Well, I'm gonna tell you straight, man. I know what my top two are.
So do I.
I'm really struggling with number 3 because honestly, I have a few movies I want to put in here, but they're not really deserved. I regret where I placed it because honestly, they're only on this list because I think they're such disappointments.
I'm really curious to see if ours overlap at all.
Mm, well, they might. I am going to I'm just gonna do it. It really doesn't deserve to be number 3, but I have a story as to why this is on here. Okay. Fried green tomatoes.
Hmm, okay.
The movie, if I'm being completely, unbiased, is a totally fine movie. It's a good movie even, right? It's a dramedy. Have you ever seen it?
Mhm. I've seen it 100 times when I was a kid, and I'll
Yeah.
never watch it again.
Yeah, but the reason why this has to be on here is I'm scarred for life by this movie because my mom watched it all the damn time. All the damn time. You know how many times I've had to watch Buddy get smashed by that fucking train?
Yeah.
Buddy! And then Chris O'Donnell look up and it's got
Yeah.
like, and then she's grown up. Time passes. Ooh. Yeah, it's a chick flick, right?
Yeah.
It's a total chick flick. And my household was dominated by fried green tomatoes, steel magnolias
Ugh.
all the damn time. Oh, you better be glad this is not steel magnolias this year because steel magnolias is going to be every spot on the list because I'm just tired. It's not like, okay, now if I had never been, exposed to steel magnolias or fried green tomatoes as a kid and I watched them today on a whim with with the wife, I'd be like, oh, that's all right. I probably wouldn't, I'd be fine because I like Kathy Bates. It's even got Chuck from Ernest as Kathy Bates' husband. Um, it's got a good cast. It has nothing to do, and I actually like the sort of like civil rights movement era. I like the era. It's just I'm just so traumatized when you couldn't go out to play or you were stuck in the house at summertime and this fucking
That
movie
was
was
a
on.
total summertime afternoon movie that was always on and made you sick. Yeah, I hear ya.
Yeah, so for the history alone, I'm gonna go fried green tomatoes. So what's your number 2? We'll see if we have overlap here.
So my number 2 is actually it's a, John Landis film,
Oh, okay.
and it is Sylvester Stallone's worst film, my opinion,
Yes, it's my number 2.
and that's
Oscar.
Oscar. Yeah,
Oscar. Oscar fucking sucks.
it's terrible.
John Landis fucking sucks.
He sucks.
John Landis, I love American Werewolf,
Yeah.
right? But I think he's hacky. I get it, Animal House, but I think he's just a
Animal
slimy
House is
individual.
funny, but
I see. I don't like Animal House. I watched it literally for the first time like last year, and it's a movie like Stripes, where I watched Stripes as a kid, so I like Stripes. But if I watch Stripes today,
yeah.
and I'd be like, this isn't funny because it's a different type of era of humor. But I didn't love Animal House, but I just think John Landis is a scummy individual, and I hate him as a human being for what he did to Sylvester Stallone's streak at the time. I'd rather watch Stop or My Mom Will Shoot
I would
20
too.
times in a row
That's what I
over
was
this
gonna say.
movie.
Yeah.
Oscar is just a failed attempt at he was trying something new. I'll give him that, but it's just not good. It's really unmemorable. And can I just say, I've told my John Landis story, right? I've told my John Landis story on a show some point in the past. My
I guess I
experience,
don't remember it.
my interaction with John Landis. I had an interaction with him.
No.
So I used to work for American Express. I used to work for American Express answering. I used to service business accounts.
Yeah.
And every now and again, we'd get a celebrity because they have cards and businesses like everybody else. And sometimes you would get their handlers, but a lot of times you would just get them. I talked with many lovely people. I talked to gosh, why can't I spit out her name? What is it, Amy Branahan or whatever her name? You remember the mom on Casper, the dead mom?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, and she was in a bunch of movies, and then I talked to her, and I was like, "Oh, I loved you in Casper." She's like, "Oh, my husband actually directed that." I'm like, "Oh, no shit. Can I sell you a platinum card?" Like, "Oh." And she was like, and the person next to me talked to Chino,
Mm,
Deftones.
mhm.
That was cool. I the guy next to me too, he talked to this is like during and right after the controversy, Donald Sterling of the Clippers.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Donald Sterling, a billionaire, called up and was servicing his own card. And Donald Sterling didn't even have a platinum or a black card. Black cards for like the elites,
Mhm.
and only certain people get black card offers. He had a gold card.
Hmm.
Wasn't that wild? He's like, "Yeah, I don't need it." Like, wow, that's restraint. I mean, you're racist and you can't restrain yourself there, but that's
Yeah.
restraint on the pocketbooks because he
Yeah.
didn't want to pay. It's like, why do I pay 500 or $1,000 or 2,000 for a gold? I'll just pay the $95 gold car fee. It's fine. Like, okay, the guy's got worth $4 or $5 billion. Like, that's guess he stays rich
Hey,
for a
must have
reason.
save a few dollars.
But anyway, one night I was working on a weekend. I was working on Saturday night and very empty center, and I get a call come in. And it literally his profile came up as like John Landis Media Group or whatever the fuck his production company is. And I'm always like, I when I'm screening these calls, I'm always like, is this, while they're introducing themselves, I'm like kind of like trying to vet their profile. Like, is this the John Landis? And it was. And this guy calls up and he is fucking ripping me a new fucking asshole. He's one of those guys that is
Really?
terrible. Yeah. He's ripping me an asshole from the get-go because it's not my fault. He's like, I ordered all these fucking business cards. He's like, and they all come and there's a fucking typo on the name. Like, you put the name of the business, like John Landis, whatever. It's a fucking typo. He's like, fucking lying. I'm like, bro, I didn't do it. I can fix it for you. I'll overnight you some new cards. I'll fix the typo. I'll send you. That doesn't fucking help me right now, does it? I'm fucking going through all shit right. So you fucking motherfucker. He's fucking cursing me out. And at the time, I was on my way out of that job. I should have been like, well, you kill kids. Click. You know, what? Well, I don't. But he was an asshole. He was just like the worst customer I've ever dealt with in any customer service job. A total fucking diva bitch.
Yeah.
And I just don't have respect for people like that take out aggressions
Oh yeah.
on people. And it really fit his. I would say everybody's entitled to a bad night, but he's always come off scummy like that to me. He's
Yeah.
ever since the whole Twilight Zone thing,
That's right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And him like the way he exploited the death of that kid, the way he exploited the work of the kid that got him killed to begin with, and just how unapologetic he seemed, after the kid died. Right. Well, he'll live on in memorial in this film. Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's a gross, gross, gross individual. So if I ever had the opportunity to meet John Landis, I would love to tell him that story. Hey, like a long time ago, before I was a big deal, I answered phones for your business accounts and you were a fucking asshole, dude. You're a dick. And people feel like they can be a jerk to somebody because when you call customer service, you're talking to someone over the phone. It's just like keyboard warriors. You don't see a face to what you're lashing out at, so you feel like you have an excuse to do that. They treat you like you're a pillow that you can punch, like instead of
Yeah.
hitting your wife, because we are nobody to them. And now that doesn't mean that that person would do it to my face if I met him on the streets. I don't know, but the fact that that people can do that anyway is just ridiculous. So yeah, fuck him in the ass for sure. Anyway, I did say, I remember I said that one thing. I can't remember. I think I might have. I wish I could remember how that. I don't know if I killed him with kindness, and it eventually, like, I know I said I loved American Werewolf, and I don't remember if that like put out his fire for a second. Like, thanks, you know, because it's like, hey, I just want to say I know who you are. I love
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
Werewolf. I'm gonna help you out.
Thanks.
Thanks. You know, like, oh shit, as a fan. I don't remember if that happened or if he was just an asshole the whole time. Like, all right, fucking dick. I don't remember how it quite ended. But anyway, regardless. Todd. Yeah, but that was my Oscar. What was your number one? Because we're gonna be differing here because I think I've given away what my number one is.
My number one is a movie that I was very, very disappointed in when I was younger. I still think it's shitty. Um, I was a huge fan of this band growing up, and I still like
Oh,
them a lot.
I
And
know. I'm just gonna start typing it.
this is another Oliver Stone flick, and I fucking hate the Doors movie. I think it's terrible.
See, I don't hate the Doors movie. I don't love the Doors movie, but the thing is I I think as a biopic, I think it's fine. I just don't love
2
the
hour
Doors.
and 21 minutes, and it's so depressing. It's not even fun to watch.
I think it, but I feel like it paints a good picture though. I think
It
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 it takes me to the era, you know. I don't particularly love the mythos behind the Doors and the story of the Doors. I think Jim Morrison, which is a fucking junkie, and he's like deitized as this fucking weirdo Lizard King genius, and I just think he was on fucking drugs and he was just full
mm,
of himself, and he had his whole fat Elvis stage. I think Val Kilmer does awesome in the role. I think it's cast really. You don't think Val Kilmer is good in the role?
I wasn't I couldn't get into it, man. I didn't like it at all. And I was a huge I mean, that's when I was on my Doors peak where I was obsessed with the Doors.
I would say it's a solid 6, if not a 7, to be honest with you.
I would give it like a 4.
Wow. All right. Well, no love for Val. You know, shouldn't you feel ashamed? He can't talk anymore. He has cancer. I hope you feel bad. But it's great. It's gotta be Freddy. Freddy's dead, dude. This movie fucking blows. And you know what's kind of adding, would I rather watch Freddy's Dead than Oscar? Yeah. No, yeah, I would. But there's not a whole lot of like anticipation for Oscar. Freddy's Dead was just such a fumble. And just it's part of a franchise, so I have more to compare it to. I'm not trying to compare Oscar to Rocky. I'm not trying to compare Oscar to even Don't Stop for My Mom Will Shoot. It's its own thing. Freddy had already sort of built a legacy, its pedigree, and this is how they went out on this bullshit Looney Tunes cartoon that was just trying to sell you 3D glasses and shit, and it was just hokey. Everything about it was just really, really crappy. Uh, and I think Yaphet Kotto is so much better than this movie. The fact that Yaphet Kotto was in this movie, I cringe when I see it because I love Yaphet. I think he was a great character actor. Love him in Alien. But this just movie isn't it. I'm not going to talk anymore about it because we already talked about it ad nauseum. But this is Riverman and I's top 10 worst movies of 1991. All right, so honestly, man, God, I want to
It's
do the
kinda
best,
going
but
long.
it's getting really late.
I know.
We might have to abridge this. We might have to
Yeah.
like. I mean, I feel like I lied to you guys, but I feel like we have to save the best
I
for next week.
I'd rather save it when we're fresh, and I don't wanna, like, yeah, run through it. I'd rather have it, be good.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm
that's
glad we
that.
started with the worst then, because
What?
that's
Yeah. I mean,
was leaving wanting more.
I was looking forward to talking about the best ones. So I kind of hate that we didn't get to talk
Well,
about
you
it.
said you wanted to do worse too, so
Yeah, but you're the one that want to do it first. I would have loved to have
yeah,
said.
well, I'd rather talk about the best ones later. Leave them wanting more. All
All
right, come
right.
on.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up, everybody.
No,
Let's
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no. I gotta do my
Yeah, choose your destiny. I always
choose your
say we
destiny.
gotta we
Okay.
gotta wrap up with the choose your destiny.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. So we haven't done this one yet, of course. We're talking movies here. We're talking horror, and we're also talking Saw and Scream. The better twist. What has the better twist?
Hmm. That's a good
Especially
one.
when you saw it, and like if you saw it in the theaters, you saw it at home. What what impacted you more
That's a
when
great
you
that's a
first
great one.
saw it?
That's a great one. So I saw them both at home. They were both rentals when they first came out. I Side note, I've talked about seeing the first Scream. I have a special place in my heart for the first Scream. It's kind of like in the realm of music, like I love Pantera, but they are kind of responsible for a lot of really bad bands that followed.
Yeah.
Like they were a bridge into like new metal. They totally
Mhm.
were.
Mhm.
And I don't think that's Pantera's fault because they're good because they but Scream is kind of similar where Scream begat a huge trend of these Dimension, Dawson's Creek horror movies, right? Even down to the cover, right? Where
Yep,
they all
yep.
are modeled the same, and even fucking Phantoms is getting a 4K released. Phantoms with Ben
Ugh,
Affleck has the same damn
yeah,
cover, right? They all did this.
yeah.
The Faculty, which I do like the Faculty a lot, but anyway, regardless, I love Scream. I think it was very forward thinking. It was very smart, very clever. It is one of Wes Craven's best movies. I'd be a poser if I tried to pretend it's not. It's not. I
It's
spit on it.
yeah, it's
It's
great. The first Scream is amazing.
and yeah, it rocked my world because when I saw that twist, man, two killers.
Yeah.
The fact that they just did that over and it blows me away. It almost became like the expectation. Well, there's gonna be two killers, and they did it. They did it again in part two, but they had. To be fair, they kind of they did pretty good. It's like it's like we already kind of blew our wad in the first movie because you would think the
Mhm.
first movie would have one killer and like having two killers would be like the big twist in the second one because you still wouldn't see the first one coming. Um, but they tried to do good with Scream 2. It's like, oh, it's two killers again, but it's Billy's mom. Oh, because somebody that honestly we just had to shoehorn in. It's a little cheaper because this one, it was two suspects. The whole movie, they have you guessing. Everybody that's on screen and in the movie is a suspect. And you all kind of have your eye. The whole movie, they kind of like throw red herrings to make you believe it's all of them. Even
Mhm.
down to like, it's funny when you watch the first one now that we all know the movie and we know the franchise. Like, for example, remember at the end, the last actor in the house party, and you have Jamie Kennedy, right?
Yeah,
We still
yeah.
there's killings happening. Rose McGowan's getting it. We don't know who the killer is. And remember, there's that scene where it's clearly to throw the audience off, where Jamie Kennedy's like, where's Sydney? I'm gonna go
Mhm.
check. And he does this and he walks
Yeah,
off. It's like clearly they're like, oh, he's the
yeah.
killer. Let's have him
Mhm.
fucking do this shit and sound sus. You can't do that going forward. So they pulled a lot of that shit in the first one.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the day, we were all wrong and or right because it was two of the suspects. The second one, they can't do that again.
Second
So
one
they
was
had
terrible.
the second one, they had to like go outside of that, and it was a twist, but we would have never guessed the twist because they never introduced Billy's mom. They showed her once when she was getting interviewed. She was like, remember, she was fighting off the reporters. And they had Laurie Metcalf as one of the reporters, and she just tried to get a question, and she got you know uh ghosted, and that's it.
Casting Aunt Jackie in that role is just
I,
terrible.
I I have nothing against Laurie Metcalf. I think she's a great
I
actress, but
not for that role.
the only reason you may have been tipped off that maybe was somebody of note is because it was a known actor at the time. Why did a known actor get such a bit little role?
Yeah.
And I think it's a little cheaper than what they did in the first one, where it was legit two legit suspects. Because in the second one, there's no way. Like nobody literally got that. You could have
Mhm.
guessed Vicky, but there is no way you would have guessed, oh, Billy's mom, the one they referenced left him in the first movie. All right, because they don't even talk about Billy in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
movie. So it's a little bit left field. And the whole liposuction, I didn't even recognize you. I got lipo.
Mhm.
Like that's a little cheap. Like all right. But anyway, I saw later. Obviously, it's a newer movie, if you want to call it new. Saw became it was like Paranormal Activity a couple years before Paranormal Activity, where it was like the big horror movie franchise, and they were pumping them out every single year. And to me, that just made them gross. Like like Saw to me was a dirty word. Like ew, Saw. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's
After the second one, it was just like,
that's
who
like
gives a
so
fuck?
it's like such lowbrow horror. That's
Yeah.
like in hindsight, it did great for the horror genre. It was good to have a franchise like that. But it was like snobby, put my nose up at it. Like I got better shit to watch than Saw. But when the first movie came out, I was like, wow, this is legit cool. I
First one's
thought
awesome, dude.
I thought and I still think if they would have stopped after the first Saw would be a cult classic.
Absolutely.
And I would love it, but they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know because I saw these movies so far apart. I mean, we're talking about when did Saw come out? 2002, 2003. When did it come out?
Yeah, I think 2003 and then
We're
96.
we're talking about 16, 17 years,
No, not
difference.
16, 17. No, 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 no.
Oh wait, 6, 7.
96 and '03 is 9
Wow.
years.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it just felt like fucking 2 decades difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy how slow time went by back then.
Yeah.
Jeez. Um Dude, this is tough. I don't know if I have an answer for you. I think Scream ultimately, as time goes on, is the better movie. If you're really pushing me, because Carrie Elways sucks as an actor. This movie has like Danny Glover in it. It's just so interesting. But I'm gonna say Scream's the better movie, but the better twist. I I gotta give Saw props because they literally made the killer and still no one you didn't see it coming of the fucking dead body we were looking at the whole damn
Nobody
movie.
saw it coming. It's the best twist, I think, too.
It's a great twist, and
Yeah.
I think I have to give it there. It's like, look, not only are we gonna do this, the fact that they pulled it off, like
Yeah.
how do we make it to where most I mean, not all the movie because there's like shots of like Danny Glover doing his thing, but most of this movie takes place in that cell, that room
Mhm.
with Carrie Elwes and that one guy. Is that Leigh Whannell? Who's actually playing the guy? Someone's playing the guy. Is that Lee Whannell? Lee
I don't
Whannell? Is he playing the actual
I
guy?
don't remember.
I don't know, but most of the flick is most of the and I've always loved movies that can really carry the bulk of a movie in one setting and it not get boring. And so the fact that they had the balls to have most of the heavy lifting in this one scene about these guys trying to get out of this predicament and trying to see can they be brought to this level to what it takes to save their lives. And the whole fucking movie, we're staring at this dead body, and he's even part of it, right? There's like
Mhm.
a he's even part of the game. The fact that they were able to distract us with something
Yep.
that was right in front of our face for
Yep.
90 minutes just tells you how interesting the story and the plot was. Because if the movie fucking was any worse, your mind would start drifting, right?
Yep.
Your mind would start drifting. You might kind of focus a little bit more and really, but no, man, it was so good that I think it really just it shocked the fuck out of me. And the way the reveal was, okay, the way they approach it's different because in Scream, it's a reveal and it's like the climax of the third act, but they're in the movie, right? They're, you're living with the fact that Billy and Stu are killers for like 10, 15 minutes. Whereas this one, they literally reveal and end the movie.
Yep.
And it's like,
They
you're got,
close the door and it's over.
yeah, they like he wakes up because and they have the voiceover from
Yeah.
Jigsaw and he's like getting up. Oh, and they're playing that music that's like amping up. And then, yeah, he slams the door.
It
And
basically says keys in the tub, and then he does a flashback. It went down the drain, and he knows he's fucked.
yeah, it's just it leaves you with like more of a
Yeah.
whereas Scream lets you settle with it because okay, wait, we know who the killers are now. Now we get to watch Sydney get the best of the killers and kill them and sort of get the comeuppance. It's just different. So yeah, I'm gonna say Saw is more powerful. I think they're both fantastic, but I'm gonna say Saw. It's just
Uh,
the fact that they fucking pulled that off, man, was pretty brilliant because the movie could not have cost any money to make.
oh yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I saw it 3 times in the theaters, and this was pre like internet spoiler days. So basically, you took your friends to the movies after you saw them. You're like, I want to see their reaction just to this ending, and they're blown away. So it's movies aren't like that anymore. So you can't really get away with stuff like that. So I love the ending, man. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah. No. So and it kind of makes me want to go back and rewatch it, like, after you let the Saw shit died. It's died down. It's been dead for like a decade,
Yeah,
right? No, they brought it back with Chris Rock. That movie sucked. What's that Spiral movie?
I never watched it.
I thought it was like a chance for it to be different. Like, okay, they're gonna reboot it. And they got Sam Jackson. They're putting some star power in it, and it was just more Saw, but not good. It's like, this is what. But anyway, all right, that was a really good one. I think that's your best one you've ever come up with. I think
Maybe.
that's your best one. I think it's your
Yeah.
best. It made me think, and while I did give an answer, I felt like I had to think about it.
It's
It was
tough,
pretty
man,
fun.
because Scream's twist is amazing too.
All right, so hell yeah, guys, go ahead and pull that off. We'll sign off here.
Yep.
Guys, thank you guys so much. Apologies, but we will get to 1991, the best in 1991. I guess we'll do next week because now I feel like we got
Yeah.
to get it out of our system. But we were running super duper long. And so thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Please don't be afraid to like the video and subscribe. As we mentioned in an update video, we got demonetized. We got struck by the YouTube, so we're going to tough it out until October. So definitely help us out in the algorithms. We're not making any money off these, so if you want to help us out on Patreon, you can do that. But definitely leave us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Like, comments are
Yes,
king.
comment.
They are
Follow us on
king.
Twitter now too, at Rev House on Twitter,
Yeah.
or the Rev House.
Yeah, Todd's getting away with a lot more on X, which is fantastic. We get to post all kinds of cool videos and scrape old clips from commentaries, and he's putting a Mystery Science Theater style with the film showing and everything. It's the Wild West over there,
Yeah,
and I know it's kind of a cesspool, but we might as well see the positive in it. So
absolutely.
yeah, we'll check it. We'll check it out. We'll check you guys out next week. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm not gonna check anybody out. That sounded weird. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Bye.
See ya.